You're listening to Startup Stories on Good Morning Delhi with Sarthak.
That is exactly what you're doing, and what a wonderful thing that you're doing. I'll give you a round of polite applause for that. What we're trying to do is we're trying to tell you the stories behind the ideas of those who are taking that leap of faith for an idea, flapping those wings furiously. And today we've got the wonderful Sanjit Sethi with us. He runs Fresh and Hearty. As of now, restricted to Delhi NCR, but great plans to put some organic tastes on our plates, so to speak. Sanjit, thank you very much for coming. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much, Sarthak, for having me here.
Fresh and Hearty. Tell us a little about how the idea happened, what it's all about.
Yeah, so basically, Fresh and Hearty is an online gourmet food and beverage curated marketplace with hydroponic veggies and organic fruits being a flagship product.
Right.
But being a marketplace, we have categories like zero sugar chocolates, iced teas, tonic waters, coffee, DIY kits, and many more. So we have something for everyone. And yeah, I tell everyone, like all my friends and family, that you're having a date night at home or a family get together or any fancy party, Fresh and Hearty is your go-to place. You just go there, place your order, and we'll get it done.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
When did the idea come to you?
So the idea came to me actually in August 2020.
Okay.
So as you know, we were in lockdown since April, and I think first few weeks or initial month, all of us were having all these unhealthy foods. We were making
anything to make us happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, sooner we realized we need to focus on health. We need to build our immunity to fight COVID.
For sure.
So hydroponic actually came to me. Actually, I was doing my research. And so basically hydroponic is the new form of growing vegetables. So it's not grown on soil. It's grown on water pipes. So all the nutrients that's required for the plant to grow, it's directly put into the water pipes.
Right.
And the plant, absorb all the nutrients. So that's why they are like 5 to 6 times more nutritious also than your organic vegetables. It saves 90% of water. It is fertilized and pesticides free.
Sure.
And yeah, so I did about like a 6-7 month research, and in April 21 we actually launched this brand. Me and 2 of my friends, we launched this brand, and we launched with hydroponic vegetables, but then we converted this into a marketplace. So we wanted like a customer coming to our platform.
Sure.
And having all these products like easily we can
coming in and never going away.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's a good plan as well. But is it an app? Is it a website? How can people find you?
So it's a website. We're building an app. So it's www.freshandhearty.in. That's a website.
Sanjit, there's also this. I don't know if malaise is the right word, or a certain image would probably be a better way to explain it, with organic vegetables and hydroponic ways of seeding them, etc., etc., where people tend to look at it a little cynically. I mean, they thumb their noses and saying, "Oh, this is all fancy, new age ideas." So, have you had to face cynicism like that when you started? Yeah.
Absolutely. So initial 3-4 months was actually educating the customers about the concept. And obviously this is what we got. It's expensive. It's fancy. I mean, okay, we'll try, but we won't probably continue. But the good part is that once they had these vegetables, they saw the vegetables, they were having it, and they felt, okay, this is something different. This is something which is fresher.
Sure.
And I think for like 3-4 months, like people continue to have it, and we actually saw people improving their vitals. So a lot of my customers said that okay, they stopped having iron, and calciums and all those things, and they were benefiting from the vegetables.
Sure.
So all these things helped, and then sooner they realized, okay, it's better to spend money on these things, because since COVID, people are focusing on healthy indulgence. That's something which people want to have.
Sure.
So they want to spend the money, but they want the quality.
So, one would think the obvious thing is, "Arey, aloo hi to hai, and why is it that expensive?" So that price gatekeeping must have been a bit of a problem, no? I mean, I'm
Right.
assuming that the vegetables that you have on your platform are maybe a little more expensive than those who come around the house selling the vegetables, yeah?
Correct. So right now in hydroponic, majorly these are like the salad leaves that you get.
Mm-hmm.
So all these lettuces, kale, arugulas, all
Mhm.
these are there. So people ordering salad from outside, so they are having it in restaurant, so they were paying that premium.
Sure.
But then they realized, okay, no, these are like some hydroponic vegetables are much better for
Mm-hmm.
them.
Mm-hmm.
And with price point of view also, it's cheaper than what you're having in the restaurants.
Right.
So yeah, so this is what, initially obviously they had this thing that, oh, it's expensive, but when they realize it's benefiting them, they have a better shelf life as well.
Sure.
It's fresher. So then they are ready. Okay, now we are able to spend money.
Which is also one thing that I want to ask you about, the freshness of it, because considering that you're a marketplace, which means that there needs to be a sort of infrastructure in place assuring the freshness and the quality of the food. So is
Yeah.
that a bit of a hurdle as well?
Not really. So
Considering the weather conditions, of course. I mean, all of that,
exactly.
yeah.
So for growing it was,
Mm.
so obviously right now we have tied up with the farms around Delhi NCR.
Mhm.
So growing is something which was a bit of challenge for
Mm.
them, which
Sure.
so we came in, we said that okay, we'll buy or produce and we'll sell it to our customers.
Mhm.
That was the whole concept. And yeah, so what we do is the harvest happens in the morning and it comes to us, and we do the quality check and bifurcate and prepare the order. So all these things happen within 2 hours to 3 hours,
Right.
and it's get delivered to the customers. So
Mhm.
within 4 hours of the harvest, it's there with the customer. So we also don't have to probably keep the whole thing.
Okay. Okay.
So we take our orders a day before. We tell the farm, they get ready with the harvest the morning, and it's there to the customer's house. So basically, everyone is happy. Like we don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to have an infrastructure in place. You don't have to buy fridges, etc., etc.
Correct, correct.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are buying from probably a mandi.
Yeah.
So it comes there. It's kept there for a while,
For
and
sure.
then have
Yeah.
to pick it up. But yeah, this is what we
So, what's the funding scene like? I mean, are you going in for funding? Are you bootstrapped? Because that's the word I've learnt now.
Right.
That's the self-funded fancy word. No, so what's your scene like?
Yeah, so we are bootstrapped right now.
Mhm.
So it's been over 2 years now. So yes, we are looking for funding
Right.
because it's something which is new. The concept is new.
Sure.
So we need partners. We need people to join us and help take this forward. So we are looking for funding and we're looking for partners.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the whole plan.
So basically, the subtle message is that if you're out there and if you believe what they're doing is good, you might want to get in touch with them on Fresh and Hearty. There's a website, so you might want to check that out. But listen, food is also a bit of a fad. I mean, there's lots of things that come and go, etc. But we are also hearing increasingly the term funding winter, where everyone's talking about rationalizing the money that's being spent. At one point of time, food was a very, very big funding opportunity for a lot of the VCs. So, is that a bit of a problem, explaining people what you do and why you do it, and getting them to actually spend money?
Right. So I think initially when I started, it was a bit of, people were like, okay, what is this? We want to, understand like what the whole concept. But yeah, I think over the past 2 years, the market has grown.
Right.
People are, investing in what they're having. They want to just focus on the food or any beverage they're drinking. They
Sure.
want to know the ingredients. So the brands that is there on our platform, so they also kind of focus on having clean ingredients, healthy ingredients.
Sure.
They're made in small batches.
Right.
So everything which is being made is fully researched and fully focused. So yeah, now like people are going and seeing what they want to buy.
Sure.
They are pretty focused on what they want to have. They're following a certain diet. They're following a certain
Of course.
kind
Of
of
course.
foods they're having.
Of course.
So now because we have a certain customer base, and it's good to see that we have like a 40-45% customer retention also. So
Wonderful.
that feels good. Okay, people are
And what's
accepting it.
what's the scaling bit like? I mean, are you right now? You're of course restricted to Delhi NCR, as you said.
Yeah.
But are there bigger plans? Because I'm sure that will also mean infrastructure, right?
Right, correct. So
Mm.
for these like the for hydroponic vegetables, obviously we'll have to have partners outside Delhi. So
Mhm.
there are a lot. We have in talks with people in Chandigarh.
Right.
So in Chandigarh also, this like there are farms and
Mhm.
people are wanting to have these vegetables. So
Right.
we're planning to have a partnership with them,
Mhm.
and other brands which are like the packed products.
Sure.
We are starting to do pan India deliveries as
Mhm.
well for them. So these metro cities, like in South also, there are a lot of cities which have started hydroponic.
Sure.
So this is the plan that we want to partner with them.
Mhm.
We don't want to restrict it in Delhi NCR.
Slow and steady, though.
Yeah, slow and steady, because that's what we also learning. We're
Sure,
also
sure.
focusing.
Of course.
Okay, this is a new market. We'll have to understand.
For sure.
We'll have to change our plans, and
You need to get it right, which is important.
exactly. So the 2 years, which a lot of people actually they feel that it's you come into this market and you in 6 months or 8 months you
Yeah.
want to achieve everything.
Yeah.
So
You have to breathe deep and long for that. And we're living in a world of social media, Sanjit. And you have taken your first tentative steps into the startup space. So it's only proper that we ask you to make a bit of a listicle for us, 3 to 5 points that you'd like to tell us that your learnings are, so that other people who are planning to take the leap of faith can be helped a little.
yeah, I feel that any idea that you have, you have to do a thorough research on it, and then do your all pros and cons, all your research, all your analysis, and discuss it with your family and friends, so that have someone to play a devil's advocate with you, so that all your points are clear.
Sure.
Because having an idea is something, but having a fully thorough research is really important.
And I think we get very taken with our idea. No, we go with the flow, forgetting that there's also a counter
Right.
flow that might be a problem. Yeah.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
feel that okay, this is the idea, and I mean, if
Boss,
someone
tod
questions
denge.
it, and then it's like, oh, why are you questioning it?
Ha.
So that's there. Second, I feel have goals, like have a short-term goal and a long-term goal. Obviously, long-term goal being your future plans, what you want to do. Short-term goals is obviously will be fluid. You have to change according to the according to your customers. Also, you'll have to change.
For sure.
That is there. Another thing I feel is that take advocate breaks. It's very important because as an entrepreneur, 24/7 you're working. Your mind is working. Even if you're not sitting idle, you're still thinking of about your brand. So take breaks. Do something which gives you happiness, peace. Because it's really important. The burnout is really it's real.
sure, it's
The
real, yeah.
mental health is also real, and you'll starting. And if you are like burnout, then you'll probably won't like what you're doing.
For sure.
So that's there. Fourth, I feel is lot of entrepreneurs, they don't share. Like the first thing that if you have a plan, you share it with your friends and family. Similarly, when you're working also, keep sharing your ideas with 4-5 of your friend circle or family. So they'll give you certain ideas. They'll do certain do some brainstorm sessions.
Sure.
So you'll obviously get more ideas. And I mean, to sum up all these 4 points, I feel if all these 4 points are covered, I mean, you just start. Then you don't wait for.
But listen, you had many fights with your parents, no, about this. They're saying, "Oh, you don't do this," and you're like, "Hena, full on."
Yeah, because I was working. I was in an advertising agency, so I was working, and they felt that it's going good. Yeah, what
is all this?
So I said, give me time, because I think because of COVID, we all had like a pause.
Yeah.
And to think about it.
Absolutely.
So I thought, okay, let's try and feel.
So here's Sanjit, who's fought with his parents, who's convinced them that his idea is good, and he's going ahead with it. I'm sure there are lessons to be learned, but we don't want to spell them out for you. I'm sure you're intelligent enough to get that. And Fresh and Hearty is the name of the startup. Sanjit, this has been absolutely wonderful, and thank you very much for so generously sharing your learnings with us. This has been wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sarthak, for having me here. Thank you so much.
That's Sanjit. Fresh and Hearty is the name. Remember that. You might want to know a little more, and knowledge is power, so why not acquire it? What we will do is take a short little break, come right back, and of course the music shall flow. All you need to do is not touch that dial.